Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Sachs and Violens, issue number 3 by Epic Comics. This is this disturbing one, so let's dive in. It seems that a group of people, I mean, maybe some cabal or a society, running the operation, of snuff movies. And one of the guys says, "You're telling me my extreme lucrative snuff photo operation has been snuffed by an overage Rambo and a man-woman in a bustier." And so basically they want to do something about it. And they say, well, let the police handle it because we're paying them a lot of money. So this corrupt policeman. And it seems that she said, but we don't want them captured. We want them dead. And so Gaston says, I want them dead. Understood, Gaston? And he says, yes, Big O. And Gaston, yes, Big O. And he shoots him in the butt. That is what a genuine pain in the ass feels like. Make sure to eliminate them before they become genuine pain in the ass. Or even worse. And he says, don't bleed on the carpet on the way out. So, it seems that Gaston, or maybe someone from Big O, calls this guy, and this guy is called Moloch. And that's what we're going to learn later. And Moloch has been warned that there is people, looking for the kids, because it's these kids that's been freed by Sachs and Violens. And and then we see all this blood here flowing. And I really like the design. He's a fat man, but also with all these, I believe it's real hair. I mean, and then this head design, the hair design, and the ring in the nose. It looks really creepy. So Big O sounded nervous. That's a first. Well, don't worry, Teddy. We all know how to deal with troublemakers, don't we? And then we see a bloody Teddy on the floor with the hands being cut off. Meanwhile, we see a nice splash page of Violence doing her, her workout. And I'm going to skip a few pages because there's nudity in here. I don't mind showing violence, but I believe YouTube is not a big fan of, breasts and butts and stuff like that. Can I show it? So, so Violence is diving into the water, and Bernie, it's the real name of Violence, is talking to her about the events of the last issue that I reviewed. So check that out, please. And it seems that Sachs is very, high on the whole violence thing, and she is feeling alive, and that she did it. She took revenge on the people that killed her friend. And she is, in heat, if you will, and she wants to have sex with Bernie, but Bernie says, well, I'm way too old and I'm not going to do it, and what are you thinking, we're just friends? And then, but Sachs is, pressuring on, and then he cannot resist anymore, and she dives into the water, and then they have making love with each other, if you know what I mean. And I, like I said, this is art of George Perez, by the way. And I forgot to say, this is also Peter David's writing. So Peter David, combination skills with one of the best artists in years, George Perez. He's doing some phenomenal stuff with DC and also Marvel. Look it up if you know what I mean. He's a fantastic artist, as you can see. And I really love this shot. And that they are, slowly, going down into the river of, not drowning, but, it's a really cool looking shot. Meanwhile, we go to, some kind of a center, and it's called the Sunshine Educational Products. I believe it's a toy factory or something like that. And then we see these kids are being, not really introduced by this thing is called Gerry. Gerry the Gerrymander. And Gerrymander is some kind of a mascot, and these kids are really afraid of him. And Gerry says, hey, kids, guess what? It's time for one of you to go to the land of imagination. Who wants to go? But the kid says, well, Jackie says that the kids who go with you to I Imagination Land never come back. And Gerry says, well, maybe they don't want to come back because it's so nice and fun over there. And then Jackie says, I think they cannot come back because of the bad things you do to them. I think you're not our friend at all. And then this is happening. Looks really creepy. So Gerry takes Jackie and they disappear. And the kids knows what's going to happen. And one of these kids says, geez, it's like having a playground in Jurassic Park. Yeah, there's also very dark humor in here. More nudity on this side, so I'm not going to show you, but it seems that the kids that been freed by Sachs and Violens are, so there's also other kids, and I know the location where they are being held. Maybe you should go there and free them too. But also, we have this scene here, and it seems that Sachs is not really interested in violence anymore. I'm calling him violence now instead of, Bernie. And she said, well, it was just a one-time fling, and violence says, yeah, whatever. So he suggests that they drop the kids off at the nearest police station, but the kids are saying, well, there's other kids are also being in prison. Maybe you can bust them out. And Violet says, yeah, let's do it. So in the meantime, she's calling her sister, who is a nun. She's actually the opposite of Sachs, and they want to have some information about a guy called Moloch. And why they're calling her? Because Moloch is some kind of an acronym for or a name for an Old Testament god that looked like a bull and sacrificed children. Meanwhile, the police are onto them. I'm going to leave this here. This is not really important, but they found some clues who they actually are and that they probably are involved in what happens in the last issue. So they are at the Sunshine Educational Products Center, and I got also this trading card here. So we see, hey, there is people with guns over there. That's really strange. Said, why would Sunshine Educational Toys have a guard armed with a machine gun? So they know that something is going on there. Then Sachs is, really getting excited to go in and punish those people. And and she says, JJ, does the phrase mood swings mean something? Because, well, he was right. Because one time she wants to bang him, and the other one time that she doesn't want to do anything with him anymore. So they go in, or preparing a plan. But before we go do that, I'm going to show you a lot of pages actually. So we see Salamander, or whatever his name is, bring Jackie to, the place with the bloody hands. Then Moloch comes out and he says, we're going on a trip and we're going to bring you to a happy place. And Moloch says, remember, your own parents really don't want you, or they have to come for you by now. And Jackie says, I'll get you for this, you lying shitheads. And then the mascot says, those are not nice words, Jackie. Let's teach you new words like white slavery. What the fuck? And he says, bye-bye, Jackie. Hugs all around. Wow, that's some heavy shit. But 10 minutes later, the fan comes back, and these guards says, hey, what's going on? I mean, they left 10 minutes ago, and they bust in, and these kids are behind the wheel, and says, okay, guys, you better let my friends go. And they have also some, buckets on their head. Later, so we see Moloch here, and they scream, oh, I know these kids, and it said, where are my man? Where is Jackie? You brought us so much in trouble. Not as much as you are in, you fat douchebag. And then we see this. It's fantastic. So these guys on the hoods and on top says, don't shoot, don't shoot. Moloch says, screw them, shoot. And then we see, I believe, Violence throws a gas grenade. I'm not going to show you this page because more nudity. Sachs is infiltrating in a very playful way. She's half naked and she says, "Oh, don't shoot me! I'm a stripper. I'm here for the fun." And then these guards are really getting extracted. They're touching her, and then shit hits the fan, and we see a lot of violence. So these Sachs and Violens kicking these guards' ass, and there's a lot of chaos. People die and getting shot, but also I love this shot as well. "Kids, move your asses. Stay low and go for your friends like we planned." Great. On top of everything else, I get nailed for child endangerment. Love the dark humor. More chaos, more bloody violence. I love it. So Violence is kind of looking for the kids, but we see Moloch here with the knife, and then he's getting stabbed. And Moloch says, "Man, I don't believe it. The big O was worried about an old man." And said, "Get back here, are you scared?" And then, well, they have a standoff. It looks also really great. Meanwhile, Sachs is trying to, move the kids, to the outside, and she's yelling at them. And one of the kids says, "I don't think she likes kids." and then we have Gerry is here, and then I don't know, this ball crushes on Sachs here, and she cannot move. And meanwhile, these two have a fight. The action looks great. The art looks fantastic. And yeah, now I also like the very disturbing stuff is going on with all the dark humor. So Gerry is, thinks he's got the upper hand because he cannot get the Uzi or the gun. And then, hey, look who's back. It's Gerry. It's Jerry's bestest friend, Jackie. You should be playing with those guns. And then Jackie says, "Shut up. I don't have to listen to you anymore. And by the way, your song sucks." And he shoots at them. And then, again, nice cool standoff. Old man versus fat man. Guess it's time quantity beats quality, huh? I like the fact that our quote unquote heroes, and they are not really heroes, are not busting in and killing everyone with a finger snap. They have actually challenges. They are not invincible. They can be killed. So at some point, it seems that Sachs is getting, demolished or getting killed. And then Violens comes in and helps him. And it says, "This ain't over, you son of a bitch." And Moloch says, "Yes, it is." "No, it's not." And then somehow somebody pulled the fire alarm, and Moloch is getting away. And then, they need to get out of here before the cops are coming. And it ends like this. She brought a souvenir, and it's some kind of a medallion. And she says, "I think I recognize it. It might lead us to, to him, whoever him is." And then, that's the end, as you can see. Again, great stuff. I really like this. Hey, it's our old friend Mobius. Cool. This is the cover for issue 4, by the way. This is great stuff. I didn't know that there was some very disturbing, gritty, dark comics out there with artists and writers that I've known for years, like, George Perez and Peter David. I'm very happy that I stumbled upon this. You can, if you're going on to kind of various websites, you can buy this yourself if you want. And it brings us to the end of the video. So, guys, tell me what you think about this. Is it good? Do you hate it? Do you like it? Do you know Peter David or George Perez? What do you like of his art and that he did something like this? Leave a comment below. Give me a like. Subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time.